Hello again, it's me, Tosbo, also known as the Combat Cockerel, also known as Tac Chicken. And today we're doing something a little bit different. We are doing a game review, and the game is Grey Zone Warfare, and that's as of its state in 2025, August. So August 2025, Grey Zone Warfare review, the complete and utter unfiltered review of Grey Zone Warfare. Thank you. Let's just get into it, shall we? Cool. So currently I have 33.9 hours logged in the game. I'm level 13. All right, so we're going to jump into Joint Ops, which is the PvE mode, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so as you can see, I'm running around 80 FPS. I've got frame generation on, but the game kind of asks you not to do it. I would recommend you do it in August 2025 specifically, right? Frame rate goes up and down. You're looking at high 50s to maybe high 90s, upwards of 100 FPS if you're not doing anything in the background on streaming or anything to do with OBS. All right. Now, the game itself, think of it as a bit of a Tarkov. Okay, it's a bit of a Tarkov shooter, but in my opinion, better. So you've got a locker on the right-hand side and all of your gear just on the left. All right, this is my character. This is me. This is Tosbo. Now, clearly, I've got 60-round magazines loaded. Some grenades. I rarely run a pistol, but if I do, it's the 1911 or M9A1. All right, you start off in this safe base camp, and then from there you've got this giga map. All right, it doesn't look very big, but when you see that base camp is here, right, and you've got like a very starter village here full of not really huge amount, but then you go into Narmhaven or Narmhaven as it's actually called, which is the actual starter town. And then it gets bigger and bigger. The map is fucking huge, all right? You got Mithras Security Systems, Crimson Shield International, and Lemang Recovery Initiative. They're your different PMC factions that you can choose. But that's not what I'm going to concentrate here. I'm going to concentrate on how the game's actually running as of August 2025. Because the thing is, this game is in pre-alpha. And what people don't seem to realize is it's fucking pre-alpha. Meaning, the game's not going to be perfect. People hate this game online. The reviews can be terrible. And it's because people don't seem to understand that the game is in pre-alpha and it's in constant development. It's not so dissimilar for me to find that there's server maintenance going on as I'm trying to log into the game for streaming. So you can call in a helicopter, all right, and it will land here or here. You've got 4 different helicopters. If they're all going out to a mission or returning back or going back to base camp or something, then you can't use the helicopter. You have to wait for it to be available. All right? Simple as that. So what we're going to do is we're going to land in a random area and then we're going to go from there. So see you in the deployment. So whilst we're on a helicopter, we can just look at the vastness and how huge this map is, all right? We're on a little bird currently. We're only going 30 seconds away. You can't go up this massive mountain here, but just look at it so far. It's huge. You can go further out there. You can go all the way out and keep on going and keep on going. And the further you go out, the harder the enemies get. All right. All right. So clearly we've landed. All right. The time in game is 8 o'clock at night. It's in 24-hour clock, top left. You got a compass at the top, which is really good for callouts. Now, this is the first set of night vision you can get. And fuck me, is it realistic? This is the first game I've ever played where I've gone, my god, the night vision is on fucking point. Night vision is shit in real life. Specifically military night vision. It's shockingly bad. And this game reminds you of that. Now, I'm playing on high settings on a 3080 Ti Ryzen 7 5800X3D. And we're going to come into contact in a minute. So if I run around the outside of this village, and we'll definitely come into contact by probably about 4 different people, well, AI. And we can just see how the AI works and how the gunfighting actually works. All right, so much like Ready or Not, canted, aim down sight. I'm looking for an ACOG. Seems clear, so we're going to move up. Right, contact ahead. There he is. Look, you can hold your breath, take a shot. He's down. Brilliant. Cheers. Nice one. Thank you very much. Let's keep moving on. Definitely going to come into a few more contacts in a second. Now, I am wearing a headset, right? If I go into character, I've got a headset. If I take that off, hear the difference. That's realistic, trust me. So if I take it off, everything's going to sound slightly different. Right. Contact left. Just there. He's down. 3 shots. Usually I'm a little bit better. First thing in the morning. So we're going to keep going. Now, being that I got fired upon, that's now alerted everyone that's in the immediate area that I am here. I am causing a bit of a kerfuffle, right? Searching bodies, much like Tarkov. He's got an AK, he's got some tofu. What's in his rig? Fuck all. You got any money? Yeah, he's got $4. Well, we're going to take that. The currency in-game is dollars. US dollars. Is that person there? No. Right. Clearing rooms, much like Ready or Not. Alright, we're going to go in, do a bit of a fucking inward pie. This room's already been looted. You can tell that by the open fridge. There's a bag over here, sports backpack. What's inside of it? Fuck all. Let's drop it. Alright. This game is very much a scavenge, shoot, do tasks kind of shooter. Hyper realistic. There's a guy over there. He's hit. There he is. He's down. So can you notice the difference between and? Yeah, so the headset dampens the noise ever so slightly. Alright, so just quickly, Future Tosbo here. What I'm trying to explain is that the headset dampens loud noises. So if a massive explosion happens or you fire a weapon, it's going to dampen that. But other quiet noises are almost heightened, much like a normal Peltor headset does if you're in the military. You put your batteries in, turn it on, it makes quiet noises really loud. Well, not really loud. And then it'll dampen really loud noises, if that makes sense. So gunshots, explosions, vehicles that are heavy going past are all dampened. And then footsteps, ambient noises, the environmental sounds, and people talking in the distance, that is heightened for you. Is actually really helpful, and I hear a lot more when I'm wearing a headset as someone who has chronic tinnitus. Thank you. All right, go back to the video. Like a real headset does in real life. Okay, see that? That's barbed wire. Walk into that, it's going to hurt. So I'm running at 66 frames per second as it's rendering in parts of the island. Sometimes you get a few audio glitches and whatnot. But hey, like I said earlier, the game's in fucking pre-alpha. What do you expect? Honestly, the hate to do with this game is very much because of the fact that it's in pre-alpha. And I feel like as gamers have started coming over to PC and realizing that pre-alpha is a thing now, as of console you couldn't get things like pre-alpha, they just don't understand that that means that the game isn't properly released. You have a copy of the game. You now have the copy of the game, so when it is released, it's going to be yours, and development is still going to carry on. But people just don't seem to understand the fact that it's not perfect. Not yet. But my god, is it close. I'm getting contacted from the left-hand side as well. Right, enemy left, enemy left. Where's he gone? Enemy right as well. I've got a 60-round mag. Right, we're going to take a little bit of a firing maneuver. Chuck a grenade that way, run this way. As I always say on Ready or Not, never feel bad about retreating as such. Cool. Now body armor is also a thing, clearly. I got shot in the chest with this very, very, very small caliber pistol. He had a T51, I think it's called, or T50 or something like that. Right, so if I go into here and have a look at my body armor, double click on it. Alright, it's a plate carrier. Inspect. It's got front, back, and side. Yeah? That makes sense? Good. Now, you get different armor types, from steel to Kevlar and everything like that. If you're into ready or not, think very, very, very similar. Right? Reloading. You can notice that you can't see how many rounds I got left in my magazine. You have to physically remove the magazine, look into it. Okay, I got 60, perfect. You can change it from single fire to automatic. And even when you're firing an automatic, you start, you know, that's realistic. At the end of the day, I've got a suppressor on, clearly. And some compensators inside of that. Contact ahead. Now, being that I'm in the easiest village, people are just dropping like flies, and it's piece of piss to handle. People have definitely looted this place. Which is why it's just maybe one shot. And if they're wearing a helmet, and you shoot them in the helmet, they might stand back up again. There's an enemy to my right. Or it could be a friendly. You could look on the map, see if there's a friendly nearby. There is not. They're probably going to be inside this motel. I think he got hit with that grenade, but I don't know. We're going to go in and pie it and find out. Two people in one. Thank you very much. Now, obviously, the graphics aren't perfect, being that I'm playing on very high. As high as you can get on a 3080. I can't see where this guy is. Is he inside the building, do you think? There we go. So I've been hit in the chest. You can hear. I think I'm bruised because of my armor. So if you're a medic or you're a medical professional, you'll understand that you need to sort out the bleeding first and then deal with everything else. Now, being that I'm not bleeding, it'll be difficult to show. But I've got little medical packs here. Look, shit tourniquet, shit splint, some lifeblood. So think of lifeblood as you plug it into yourself and you start to refresh your blood. Right, I'm bruised, or was bruised at least. So what I got to do is take some pain meds and I should be fine. But it's a bit like Tarkov in the respect of painkillers, yeah? Right, cool. That's that explanation done and out of the way. Now, obviously, I've called in a helicopter because I'm not walking all the way back to base camp. At the top, just above the compass, you can see there's a timer underneath LZ. That's how long the helicopter's going to take to come back. All right, so you call it in from a distance. I once had a 7-minute countdown. That was because I was quite a way away and I needed to bug the fuck out. So I called it in so that hopefully it will land in front. And there was a couple of spare helos if I didn't make it. But it's realistic in the sense of you're waiting for a pickup and it can take a while sometimes, you know? It's not perfect. It's not gonna, you know, this is not ideal world. This is how it works. Now, the laser on my weapon, you can turn it on and off. The enemy, as of August 2025, can't that, you know, they don't get notified by your laser or by your torch. I'm not complaining about that so far because it's one of those where it works easier for me. You can get different colored lasers. All right, it's a deep dive into weapon building as well, which we'll go into in a second. Okay, so in PvE, people are relatively friendly. Hello, mate. How you doing? You all right?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Basically, right, I'm doing a video. And I'm trying to prove that people in-game, like your man over there, are, like, mega friendly. I also can't help but notice you're only holding a knife. Have you recently died and do you need a weapon? Oh, okay. I was going to say, like, if you need a weapon... Oh, yeah, fuck me. You really are tooled up, aren't you? So, like, I take it that most people that you've dealt with in-game and spoken to, I say a good 80% are actually quite friendly. Do you agree?
Yeah, they are.
I get the odd one or two that are cunts.
No, that much. I didn't encounter some bad people, but if you are playing PvP, you can encounter them.
Yeah, that's understandable, to be fair. I'm yet to actually try the PvP mode. I'm going to record it when I do, because it's going to go terribly. But yeah, I'm just basically in the video, I'm trying to prove that most people you talk to in game are actually really friendly. And mate, I'm not gonna lie, you've done that perfectly. So thank you very much.
No worries.
You're clearly
Wish you
busy,
good luck. Wish you good luck. Hope you
and to you.
have a good video.
Ah, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. You have a great rest of your day, all right?
Yeah.
So that
Maybe I should subscribe to your YouTube channel. What is it?
it's the same as my name, the Tosbo, or just Tosbo _Tosbo_, I think.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. Again, just another proof that people are so fucking friendly on the game.
The subscriber of 226. So I wish you good luck on your YouTube journey as well.
Mate, you're a star. Thank you very much.
Good luck, brother.
Have a good rest of your day.
Maybe I'll give you a gift. Let me see 1 sec.
All I wanted to do was just be like, hi. Everyone's friendly, aren't they? And here we go, look. Now he wants to give me a gift, which is fair, and I love that. And he's been really, 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 really friendly. I'll try and give him a shout out in the description for being my guinea pig. Bless him. I wonder what it's going to be.
There you go, bro.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, mate, wow, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure, brother.
You're a star, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries. See you next time, yeah?
See you on the flip side. Have a good deployment.
You too.
So yeah, there we go. People are fucking friendly and mega friendly, being that he's literally just giving me an M4A1, which might not sound a lot to most, but when this game is very much one of those where, like, weapons, you come across them quite often, don't get me wrong, but really nice weapons like this, very rare to actually have someone who's willing to give you one, let alone have a nice long chat. So, as said before, right, so that's Matey's M4, and I'll get mine up. Here's mine. So I've got a 60-round magazine, mainly because I fucking asked for one, and someone kindly somehow gave me one because they were a mega legend. In fact, his name, or was, Raw Dog Raider. He was super friendly. Gave me 60-round magazines. Now, 60-round magazines are really hard to come across, so thank you very much, Raw Dog Raider. But yes, you can have a look. See, look, you've got weapon building from the bottom up. So if I go into vendors and into Gunny, you can buy set weapons, or you can literally build them from the bottom up. You've got barrels, you've got grips, you've got stocks. Yeah, you've got fucking hand grips, stocks, more grips, tubes for your M4. It's that in depth. You got uppers, lowers, fucking up, down, lefts and rights in regards to weapon building. Suppressors, different lasers, different compensator type attachments, M-lock attachments for attaching things like your lasers, your hand grips and whatnot, okay? It's fucking in-depth. It's the most in-depth game I've played, and I believe it's very much like Tarkov, alright? So yeah, you've seen a bit of gameplay, you've seen a bit of firefighting, you've seen how friendly people are in a game, and now it's time for the raw, the gritty truth. And the truth is, the game is far from perfect, but it's pretty damn fucking close. I'm not gonna lie. As I said at least 3 times during the video, people are complaining about it, forgetting the fact that it's in pre-alpha. I played Ark when it was in pre-alpha. You know, the dinosaur game? That was fucked. That was buggy as dick. There was like 4 dinosaurs that were usable, and then you crash if you managed to get one. You know, I've played a few games in pre-alpha, and this was bad when it first came out. People are saying, is it worth coming back to? In comment sections of TikToks, YouTube Shorts, YouTube long form, and all sorts. People are even in the Grey Zone Warfare Discord saying, shall I bother coming back? And you should see the amount of people that are like, yes, please do. The game is so much better than it used to be. And it's so true. The game is really good. It's set out. Bullet mechanics are great. They've just brought out an MP7, right? And of course, I'm going to be excited by that. It's my favorite weapon. But when you fire an MP7 weird needle round at someone, right? It's going to hit and it's going to bounce around your bones in your body in real life, right? And it's going to cause massive internal bleeding. It's catastrophic. It's one of the most interesting weapon calibers there are. And they take that into account. When you get shot, if I get shot here, you know, I have to sort that out. I have to bandage that specific area, this, that, and the other. If I break a leg, I have to splint it. If I'm getting a catastrophic bleed on my leg, I have to do a cat tourniquet, followed by a bandage, so on and so forth. Yeah. Then you'd use, if I get shot in the gut or the heart or the lung, well, if I get shot in the heart, it's instant death. You get shot in the lungs. All right. You've got to do a circuit to sort that out. Obviously, everyone's a battlefield surgeon in this game, which is fine. But it adds a bit of immersion. You know, you can inspect your fallen comrade and see what's wrong with him, and then you can bring him back to life, as long as he's in a coma, using lifeblood and all your different first aid tactics. You know, deal with the firefight first, and then deal with the first aid second. It's very ultra realistic like that. And when you're talking to someone in your team, pressing Z, you get 30 seconds to talk, which is relatively annoying, but it also makes sense. And it sounds like they're coming through a radio. It's fucking brilliant. It's brilliant. If they're close by, you can hear them on the radio as well as coming through, because that's just how radios work. If I can hear you, if we're stood next to each other and I'm talking to you on a radio, that's what it's going to sound like. I'm going to hear your voice and you coming through on the net. That's just the way it is. So my review of the game, out of 5 stars, I'd say it's a good 4.5. And I don't rate games that high that often. This is my main play now. As I said, I've done 33.9 hours in the game, probably 34 during the duration of that little playthrough I just did. And honestly, this is going to be a 2,000 hour plus game. Tasks are immersive. They feel good. Your vendors, the way they talk, they have their own personalities. I am yet to try the PvP, mainly because I'm too scared to just yet, but I'm going to give it a good go. And honestly, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to take in a weapon that I don't really give a fuck about and hope that I make it out alive. I might just go in just to do some loot runs and get some good weapons and then just fuck off home again, back into PvE. But honestly, the game, far from perfect, but it's pretty fucking damn close. If you're complaining about it, please let me know in the comments why you think it's terrible. We'll have a conversation. All I ask is that it stays respectable and that you're not a prick, because there's plenty of them out there. And the Grey Zone Warfare haters do tend to be arseholes quite a lot of the time. So prove me wrong. Let me know in the comment section how you think the game actually is, whether you've played it or not, and we'll talk about it. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day. There's going to be more Grey Zone Warfare content coming out. This is just a review. This is just a part 1. Think of it like that. And it's going to be a little bit like my Ready or Not content. It's going to be consistent. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, great weekend. And yeah, fuck off and have a good one. Cheers. Bye-bye.